Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome back to another Flex's View. Breaking news from earlier on this afternoon. The news that we've all wanted to hear, and that is that agreement for Bryan Mbeumo is very, very nearly done. As much done as also his medical has been booked in for him to come to Carrington and complete that as well. It has been reported from Jamie Jackson and my good friend Alex Crook, Ben Jacobs, Rob Dawson, all the domestic journos, apart from obviously David Ornstein yet, and no here we go from Romano as yet. But even at the time of recording this, I'm expecting a here we go very, very soon on this one. Man United have agreed a broad fee, which pretty much matches what Brentford want to see. And now all that's been talked about is the finer details in terms of the add-ons, in the total package. But Bryan Mbeumo has been given permission, according to some, to travel for his medical. Just to let you guys know where this is coming from, who's been saying what. If you're late to the news and you're not sure what's going on, it all sort of kicked off today. Shout out Crookie. He said that he was told that Man United are edging closer to a full agreement with Brentford for Bryan Mbeumo. Talks are progressing positively on a package worth in excess of £60 million. After news of a second bid exclusively broken on Monday night. And he's obviously going to be covering more on that with TalkSport and Ben Jacobs, his good friend. Ben Jacobs entered the phrase, says, Man United getting closer to signing Bryan Mbeumo. United want to confirm Mbeumo before pre-season in July, which we know. The second offer of 60 million plus, not far off Brentford's expectations, with add-ons being discussed. Man United are optimistic. An interesting one, Jamie Jackson did a piece. And again, Jamie Jackson's not one to be breaking transfer news or trying to get ahead of the curve. But again, if he speaks to the club or speaks to people close at the club, he will go with it. And he says Man United's initial fee with Brentford for Bryan Mbeumo has been agreed. Now the clubs are discussing add-ons that may take the overall deal close to Brentford's 65 million valuation. And also Rob Dawson has also put in that he's done a piece saying the basics of an agreement for Bryan Mbeumo are in place, with negotiations now focusing on add-ons and structure of payment. United are set to pay a base fee of around £60 million, with potential bonus payments taking the deal towards the 65 million mark, which it looks like the base fee is going to be like 60 odd, maybe 55, 60, around 60. So it could be like a 58, 57. We'll wait and see, but basically 60. And then the add-ons will take it up to the 65 as well. So that's the news we wanted to hear, man. That's what I've been wanting to hear, and also just before I done this, we also got more reports that the medical is on its way, which is good work. That's what we want to see. We've been needing to see that this is just done, done and dusted. Rob Dawson also said that Bryan Mbeumo is now awaiting permission to complete his medical with Man United. Final details between the clubs. So it's almost there. It's pretty much there, guys. We got our man. We got Mbeumo, man. I know KG singing the song and that. I'm not really on that. Do you know what I mean? But I am excited. The irony of all of this. The irony, from this. Yeah? From that. Yeah? To basically this. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, that was from a little bit earlier, but you get the deal. In the shirt, gonna be there. Mbeumo. But I'm really excited about this signing. I have been for a while. A lot of you guys have been as well, man, because look, I don't think maybe the rivals might see it differently, and who cares? But I think back to the point of giving Mbeumo his time to talk about him. We need players that are strong from this division. I think we need players that are physical. He's definitely that. Strong, quick. He's definitely those two things. And most importantly, he knows where the back of the net is, man. He knows where the back of the net is and assists as well. Like he's adaptable. He's played in many different formations, different positions under Thomas Frank. And I just really like him. And he's one of them players that every time we play against him, not just us, everyone knows what it is when you play against Brentford. Wissa and Mbeumo, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Obviously, Kevin Schade started to come to the forefront. Damsgaard, players like that. But from an attacking point of view, especially post Ivan Toney, this guy's just risen. he has risen, man, and he's the perfect age. Was he 25 years of age? I think going on 26 soon, and he's in his prime. He's ready to move to us. He could have gone to Spurs, said no. My preference is always Man United. You couple that with Mateus Cunha, that's two perfect signings, man. It's two perfect signings. Is there a lot of work to do? Yes. Do we need exits? Absolutely. Do we need these exits to hurry up and materialize so we can go on to the next? Because this is going to be a very much get Mbeumo in. We know we've wanted him. We know it was kind of there and going to happen. Right. We're happy that it's finally happening, or happened, if you want to call it that. Now it's on to the next. But this is an important signing. I don't want us to get caught up in not understanding how much of an important signing this is. I think, I think Cunha and Mbeumo as a 2 in the 10s could be brilliant. And you know what? Also, what we're not really remembering, well, we see how it goes. I think so. I think one of them two are going to spend some time up front at some point. I really do. I really do. I think the obvious thing is that we perceive Bruno to drop back one. I've got loads, like I said, I've said about the 6. I've said about another central midfielder. I've got big reservations with Ugarte next to Bruno, and Bruno next to Casemiro, or Bruno next to Kobe, But I'm not going to use that as a reason why we shouldn't sign Mbeumo. You know what I'm saying? Because we need quality players. And yes, the squad should be smaller next year. There's no European football, so there's less games. But at the same time, we need options, man. Like if Mason Mount can keep his fitness there, there's good competition for places. So I'm saying Mason Mount hasn't really worked out as a signing that we wanted it to be so far. And loads of people have given up on him, etc., etc. And actually, with a really crap end to the season, what went unnoticed was that Mason Mount was kind of used sparingly and actually managed to build up some fitness. And hopefully we don't get back for preseason and he's got some mad setback. But, that's a player to use. Ahmad, between right wing back and right 10, there's a position for him. Dalot, obviously going to fight it out with Ahmad at right wing back. It just gives us options, man. And options is what I want to see. Options is what I want. I want quality throughout. Look at as soon as Ahmad got injured. What happened? We were like, shit, we're screwed. What are we going to do? And then all the reliance went on Garnacho, which for the most part was frustrating because he's still learning and he's not quite there yet. Other times he provided. And again, trying to rely on an injured Mason Mount is not the one. And then it all goes on Bruno. The lack of help that Bruno has from that, goals and assist burden is scary. Do you know what I mean? It's scary. And now all of a sudden, also, when I think of them, and these are my famous last words, but when I think of the big away games, the big games that you have to play, the big home games, the first game of the season is Arsenal at home. But when I think of these big games, you sort of look at it and you go, with Cunha and Mbeumo, you just feel like, real men, just ready, physical, powerful, not scared, good on the ball, quick. Do you know what I mean? Know where the goal is. And even the opposition will be thinking that now. We've got two serious guys there where the opposition will be thinking, you know what, man? Man are good. So obviously we need the striker. Obviously we need central midfielder. The goalkeeper situation, I think it's going to be as it is. We need more. We do need more. But my God, Bryan Mbeumo is a fantastic signing. I'm very happy. I can't wait to get to preseason. Hopefully, I just want to see this signed, sealed, and delivered, which we're almost there, guys. So smash a like on the video for Bryan Mbeumo. If that's not worth a like, I don't know what is. Smash a like for him. And guys, again, let me know how you're feeling about this signing and what do you want next. What's most important? Let me know. Take care, guys. Peace. I'm out of here.